The drums of war echo across the stars, and humanity stands at the brink of a titanic clash with the Vrax Empire. With every moment counting down, the United Nations Security Council convenes in a solemn emergency session. The chamber of the United Nations Security Council buzzed with a tense energy, the gravity of the moment hanging heavy in the air. Delegates from every corner of the earth sat in a semicircle, all eyes fixed on Jonah, the chief intelligence officer, who stood ready to deliver the latest briefing. Esteemed delegates, Jonah began, his voice steady but grave. Our fears have been confirmed. The Vrax Empire has initiated an unprecedented military buildup across their territories. Our clandestine drone missions reveal a surge in starship construction at their major shipyards, operating around the clock. A collective gasp rippled through the room. The Chinese premier shook his head. Our analysis indicates this armada could overwhelm any resistance we muster, given their numerical superiority. We must take preemptive action to disrupt their war machine before it's too late. A murmur of agreement spread, but other voices called for caution. The Indian defense minister stood. Direct confrontation might only galvanize the Vrax and provoke an earlier attack. We should focus on strengthening our defenses through intelligence and deterrence. As debates raged, intelligence agencies received new directives. Deep space probes equipped with specialized sensors and Vrax communications decoders were prepared for deployment beyond the asteroid belt to silently monitor for enemy incursions. On Earth, construction began on a new orbital defense grid. Plasma lance batteries and laser defense towers rose above the stratosphere, joining radar arrays that stretched for thousands of miles. Underground bunkers were stocked with supplies to withstand a prolonged siege. At lunar headquarters, General Ito oversaw upgrades to the moon's sensors and weapons. New shield generators hummed with power, ready to protect key installations. Tracking satellites in lunar orbit kept constant watch for any sign of the enemy. In isolated research labs, teams worked feverishly on classified countermeasures. Engineers tested prototypes of infiltration drones, modeled after Vraxian scout craft, but equipped with advanced cloaking technology. In testing ranges, plasma lances scorched the terrain as technicians analyzed discharge signatures. 2 months passed in a flurry of preparations. Then, without warning, sensors detected an energy spike near Jupiter's orbit. Tracking satellites repositioned to get a clearer reading. Imaging revealed several small objects decelerating from near light-speed Vraxian scouting forces. They're probing our defenses, realized Colonel Singh, conferring with Ito via HoloLink. Send the infiltration drones to shadow their movements. Let's see what these scouts are up to. 12 stealth drones launched from the moon, mimicking the profiles of the Vraxian ships. For 2 tense weeks, they trailed the enemy group undetected, as the aliens mapped strategic regions and mined asteroid fields. Troublingly, they also surveyed launchpads on Ganymede and Callisto. They're gathering tactical intelligence on our facilities, warned Singh. If war breaks out, those outposts will be priority targets. We must accelerate and boost their defenses before the invasion fleet arrives. Back at headquarters, drone footage revealed one Vraxian ship separating from the main group, slingshotting towards Earth. Facial scans identified its lone crew member, a veteran intelligence operative wanted for war crimes. He's spying independently, surmised Ito grimly. We can't risk him discovering any gaps in our defenses. Launch an interceptor drone to shadow him, but be ready to take him out if necessary. As the Vraxian scouting force made their sweep, covert preparations intensified. General Ito oversaw the deployment of the Deep Space Surveillance Network. Compact sensor probes, masked to mimic natural space debris, fanned out across the Kuiper Belt and beyond. On Earth, construction drones labored on the sprawling orbital defense grid. Plasma lance satellites locked into position above thunderstorms. Laser cannon arrays jutted from foothills overlooking major cities. Beneath NORAD headquarters, the prototype particle beam project neared completion. We're achieving stable confinement and focusing of the particle flows, reported lead scientist Dr. Singh. Another few weeks of testing should yield promising results for deterring capital ships. At the Selene Hyperloop terminal, General Lau oversaw final evacuations as the moon's hidden shelters filled to capacity. Underground bunkers, stocked with hydroponic farms and recycling processors, could shelter entire cities for a decade. Then, the surveillance network relayed scrambled data. Deep in Pluto's atmosphere, a probe detected fluctuations in energetic particles. Subspace scans revealed a massive object decelerating a Vrax battle carrier, Juggernaut class. Gasps echoed through Moonbase's ops center. The Juggernaut, over a kilometer long, was flanked by 30 heavy cruisers and frigates. "They're not just probing," muttered a commander. "This is the spearhead of an invasion." Emergency sessions flashed to life across Earth's governments. "We're out of time," declared President Sheridan. "The invasion has begun." Despite the alarms, defiance remained. The Joint Chiefs hashed out battle plans well into the night. "Our new grid should blunt their opening blows," asserted General Mackenzie. "And the particle cannons may give that Juggernaut pause if we link fire from orbit." At Moon Base, preparations switched to a war footing. Starfighter squadrons loaded plasma lances, and crews boarded transports. Marines ran drills in battle suits. In a top-secret lab, Project Chimera neared its final test, driven by desperation. All knew the grim statistics one Juggernaut could defeat to conventional fleets. With its escorts, it was an unstoppable force. But humanity's courage and cunning, combined with possible alien allies, might tip the scales. As the Vrax probing fleet hurtled towards the inner planets, humanity reached out to other civilizations. Intelligence advised that a united front could prove pivotal. In Moonbase's subterranean command center, General Ito directed hushed communication through encrypted tachyon beams. "Dispatch a message to the Bedulgers. Warn them of the invasion fleet and offer an alliance." Word also went to the colonies on Titan and in the outer Orion cloud, urging them to rally neighbors to a common defense. On a distant moon orbiting Ursa Minor, Bedulger sentries detected Earth's urgent message. Dark memories of past Vrax atrocities stirred. An emergency conclave debated the response. "An alliance with the Terrans could swing the tide," spoke Elder Malactor. "Yet joining them risks making us a target for Vrax attack. Wisdom and care are needed now more than ever." After restless debate, a contingent set course for the inner Earth system under cloak. Their obsolete S-class scouts, though no match for Vrax warships, were swift and stealthy. They hoped to parley with Terran leaders and gauge humanity's strength. Days passed anxiously. External sensors lit up, detecting energy tracks of unknown configuration. Tracking revealed twin objects approaching from beyond Saturn. A prototype reconnaissance drone launched, its metamaterial shell rippling to impersonate the unknown contacts. Within moments, it matched velocity, transmitting communication pulses. Relief swept through observers as a harmonic greeting in Bedulger language echoed back. Communications opened, and humanity's first possible allies against the brewing storm had arrived. Both sides raced to exchange intelligence, preparing to face the Vrax as a unified front. Two warring civilizations hurtled towards a fateful collision, the outcome of which would shake the stars.